Hi, welcome to Andrew Buckle book review of MarvelMan Annual. This is a lovely hardback, unfortunately without any spine. That's always the way with lots of these books. Now, this was 1958, so you've got strip cartoons, stories, games, puzzles, riddles, and it's MarvelMan. So I bought this at my market and local market, and well, it was reasonably priced. I thought, you know what, I'm going to have a copy of that. And yes, now apparently he's the main villain there. Probably not, what's his name, correct now. However, you've got there the stories, the contents this book belongs to, and unfortunately no one put a name. I always love it when people put their names. Pity they didn't, because I always used to put my name, and I quite often get loads of annuals, and I love picking up annuals, and they often put the thing, they often write it up at the top. You normally put it, I don't know, in the corner, but it's just great. I think people should do that. I always put that in books sometimes, not all books, but quite a lot of books. I think, oh, just put my name. It's just nice, because then when you pass it on to someone else, it's just good there, just they can put their name and so on. So it goes on. L. Miller. And the stories are great. I mean, they're all silly. They're all silly stories. And I mean, and this one here, there's a lot of tech stories. You've got tech stories. I mean, so this one, the first one, is absolutely daft. Giant ant plots to rule Earth. I think it's 3 ants there, so it should be giant ants plot to rule Earth. But however, you've got the giant ant, and he's obviously always got an ant, obviously captured there with MarvelMan. And you've got that story, and then you've got another story there, which is always good. The artwork was always excellent, thoroughly enjoyable artwork. And Draker's Zogo plot fails, no less. Daniel Boone. Now that looks like a US comic. I assume that they put that in. Could have been any Charlton, ACG, I'm not certain. I can't really tell. Maybe DC Comics. It could, of course, be one of the smaller ones like Avon or whatever. There's loads of these companies that produce comics. Daniel Boone was quite a popular one, obviously being a public domain character. Why not churn out books with Daniel Boone? Very popular as well. So, MarvelMan, Victor Volson's Volcanic Venture. Actually, that's given me a thought about maybe a public domain comic. Why not Daniel Boone? Never a story that particularly appealed, I have to say. But still, these are great stories. I love the bit that when he sort of shouts out his name, Kamota! Great, now I don't know what that all works out to, Kamota, but anyway, once again, Mickey is transformed into MarvelMan! And you can see there a massive, obviously nuclear explosion at that point. Atom bomb goes off, and you wouldn't want to be standing around near him at that point, would you? It's magic. And you've got another guy. They've got lots of stories. Just lots and lots of stories in here. Mighty MarvelMan. Not certain why they put that there. Most odd. However, what's the next one? Oh, we've got another MarvelMan story there. Pops someone there. Again, all these stories that you probably would not get away with now. The Case of the Dead Snail. MarvelMan's Home Gymnasium. Interesting. Well, maybe. That one looks quite a good little trick if you can do it. But all about brooms and things. Yeah, so that's good. Twister drill. Strengthens forearms and wrists. Twist as rapidly as you can. MarvelMan, The Case of the Missing Space Ace. Boom! That's a great splash, isn't it? That's a real high impact splash. Interplanetary Patrol Ship X-17. Absolutely classic. Oh, there's another story here. And this one, Expanding Ireland. Again, another story. You really got your money's worth. This is about 90 odd pages. Great little book. I mean, as a young kid getting this, I'm certain you would have absolutely loved it. Sea Dogs. You've also got, of course, the good old Know Your Morse Code. Very useful. Sea Language. Blowfish. Lum. Mopus. No idea. Kid Dynamite. Again, 3D drawings by Frank Bowl. I don't know. No, I could probably find out. I must have a look, I suppose. Now, I don't know. See, maybe they are English ones. You can never tell. Kid Dynamite does sound a bit American, though. It's possible. Don't know. I'll have to investigate on the Kid Dynamite one. Maybe someone will put in the comments saying that comic was from XYZ. Counter Trouble. And last one, Bring 'Em Back Alive. It looks like a Western, not anything to do with... but they always had lovely little illustrations, which are always good. And you got that thing. Oh, that's a nice one. I mean, that's quite a dramatic one at the back there. You got Yahoo! MarvelMan, etc., etc. Well, this is a little great. I love these sort of annuals. I must admit, it's very hard to pass by when I go through like say my market and I think, oh, seeing a couple of pile of annuals, and quite often I look through them and I think, have I got that one? That's the trouble sometimes. You think I have actually got a list, and quite often, but if I don't have a list, I'm thinking, have I got that annual? And I don't want to buy. But this one, of course, MarvelMan, I haven't got any MarvelMan other than this one. So I knew I didn't have this one. But there were a load of them that sort of, I think, oh, I don't know, Lion, Valiant, and all those sort of things. I'm certain ones I've got. Don't remember every issue I've got, or every volume. But this one, absolutely brilliant. I'm really pleased to get this. So, because it's quite obviously a part of UK comics history. So it's always nice to pick up one of MarvelMan. That's the first one I've ever seen. So, which is nice as well. So, totally brilliantly recommended.